Hi and welcome to another video. Today we're going to do a weight reduction on the MZ1 from Rocket Jump Ninja and the Xtrfy collaboration. This is from a stream that I did on Twitch, and I'm going to show you how we can get this down to around 46 grams or 50 grams if you want to play it a little bit safer. If you're not sure how to do the full teardown, check out the link in the video, show you how to take it apart to get to this stage. If you also want me to do one of these mice for you, check out my shop. If you're not following me already on YouTube, make sure you do. Make sure you get more of these videos as well as some other videos to help you get the competitive edge over your rival gamers. Now the stock weight for this comes in at 60 grams or just over maybe 61 grams. And these are the different weights. We've got a 50 gram, a 49 gram and a 47 gram. And we'll show you the differences. We'll show you how to take out the RGB if you want. So for this one, we're just going to put it together now very quickly to show you what it looks like if you leave some of the parts out and you don't want to damage it, so you can also take it back or you don't do any permanent modifications to it, because one of these will be a little bit more extreme. And this will give you an idea of how light you can get it, just a few little tweaks, things like the RGB, for instance, taking that out with the diffusers. Now what I do find with this is that the clips itself will hold the mouse together. You can screw it, but you can also use the clips on the base. They're pretty good. It won't release, as you can see. Also removing the diffusers, the RGB part, doesn't affect the pre and post travel. There's some stoppers in there that they've built into the shell. Even removing this, even though there's quite a big gap at the front here, doesn't affect that travel in the switch, which is good to know. So on the left-hand side is what we've left out. You can see here we left out the DPI button as well, and it comes in around 54 grams. This is what the LED lights look like without the diffusers in, if you're wondering as well. I personally just leave them off, but it doesn't look too bad with them out. You can definitely see the LEDs, and it doesn't give that blurred look which the diffusers give it. What I've done now is take out these side buttons to show what it's like if you don't want the side buttons in there. Let's do some work on the PCB. So I'm going to take off the Xtrfy logo on the back. For me, I don't see the point in it. Bit of added weight, and it come off pretty easily. Obviously a bit of a permanent change now we're going into here for the modifications. These you'll definitely affect it in terms of retail if you want to send it back or people want to buy it. But if you're interested in what's on the PCB, you certainly can do that. Check in the teardown. And you can see the rear Xtrfy logo is around 1 gram. So now we're going to trim the LEDs off the PCB. I did leave 2 on in the end here, but most of the side ones can come off. I only left the ones on the front because it looks like there's some channels or traces here that are close to it, and I didn't want to affect that. So I left 2 of the RGBs at the top. The rest have been trimmed off. Again, like I say, this is a little bit more extreme. You might not necessarily want to do this on your own mouse. This gives you an idea, this video, of what's possible. And a lot of people want to know what you can and can't do on these mice. And I tried to show you every example here. So you can see on the top, I've left those top LEDs in place. You might be able to chop them off, but you won't know until you do that. I personally wouldn't risk it because of how close they are. Let's put it back together and go another way. The idea of these mods at the moment, they keep it looking stock, so I don't want to change it apart from the RGB. Other than that, it'll look pretty stock. You could take out some more weight if you went a bit more crazy on the back of the shell or the sides of it. I've done those in certain videos, but at the moment I'm looking for a good stock look mouse with a decent amount of weight reduced from it. So with the RGB removed, we're down to 53 grams. Now I'm going to trim off some of the shell here on the top. I'll take out the rear piece. There will be a little bit of flex, but once it's screwed to the shell or clipped in, you'll see it's a lot stronger and holds its shape better. Take off around 0.5 gram with that piece. You can see the rear panel covers that chop, so it still looks stock. Now I'm going to take that a little bit further. I'm just trying out the fit at the moment. You see a little bit of flex in the rear. You're going to have to put quite a bit of force on it to do that. You could screw it so it's even stronger. To me, it's no issue, but some people are sensitive to flexible sides if they've got bulk hands and grip it really tight. So now with that little chop, we're down to 52 grams. That's including the DPI button and side buttons. I'm just going to continue to work off this rear and inside the shell, any additional pieces I can take off to get the most amount of weight off the top of the shell. I'm using the top buttons here to make sure I'm not trimming anything that's going to stop it from clipping together, and the same with the rear panel. It's not surprising how much weight you can take out of these if you're willing to push the limits. Few bits we can trim out on this base. Some of the lines we can do. We can also trim out the DPI button housing. Obviously going to need to use something to press the button still. There's a lot of channels here where they use it to reinforce the bottom of the base. I don't know why you'd get rid of this weight pretty easily. They're just scared to take the weight up. Like because everyone will flex it and then say, look how much flex there is. Oh my god. So keep working this base. A bit tedious, but every little bit counts. I did leave the skates on here. You have to deduct that weight from the base if you want to work out true weight. They're about 0.9 of a gram together, all of them. Piece it all back together, see if it took any more weight. Now we're down to 47 grams without any of the side buttons or DPI. And we're still around 51 with everything else in. There's some more work on the base. And now I'm looking at cutting out some of the screw mounting points. That's because I do trust the clips on the side. They are good. The ones I might keep are the ones at the front. That's so I can control the pre and post travel on the switches. Base is now under 10 grams. Keep trimming out this rear part on the shell. Again, now I've lost the screw mounting point, so this will only be able to be clipped in. We also can have a little bit more flex on the rear. On the rear booty, as we described before, the way I approach these is I just keep trimming it, checking it, trimming it, checking it, trimming it, checking it. There will be some mistakes. There always is. You just got to try and refine that process. Just don't take anything out too drastic that you can't put back. Easier said than done, though. So I show you these videos so you can see what mistakes I make or how I've achieved the weights that I've done with the mouse still working fine. I even took the front screw mounts on this one, looking for that every little bit of weight out of it. stock we're looking 50 grams. Stock no DPI, 49 grams. And stock no DPI and sides, 46 to 47 grams. The MZ1 weight reduction. Hope you've liked this. I'm going to do a review shortly of my first impressions. I'll do a proper review, which I'm having real problems trying to get out at the minute because I'm so busy with my real job. Apologies. I want to definitely do some latency tests and stuff on this one, and I'll try and prioritize it. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and I'll catch you all again soon. See you later. Bye-bye.